What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today, BCH USD. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. It is the third day of September, you guys, and here we are at about $598. 6 hours, 25 minutes left in the day. A lot of volume here. I drew this white line at the top at the price where we just hit today because we are right at prior resistance where we found resistance before and resistance before here. It's very possible that that was it for the move and that we continue to move back lower. I could be wrong. I am holding out for those lower prices than this, but I could be wrong. That is a 1, 2, 3 ABC correction there. And with this move here, I mean, that might have been it, man. There's no need to go lower. Perhaps what we do is we go lower, but we find a higher low. There's no need to go below this low. The one thing that's making me hold out for the idea that Bitcoin Cash could see a lower low is the fact that I believe Bitcoin will see a lower low. And typically doesn't mean always, but typically Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin do bottom at like the same time. They find their lows on the same days. Not always, but typically. They don't find their highs on the same days, but they find their lows on the same days. If you guys remember what we did in that last video, I talked about Bitcoin Cash. Like every example we came up with, the lows are basically at the exact same time. But it's possible. It's possible that this is the low for Bitcoin Cash. That's not the low for Bitcoin, or maybe both of them have found their lows, and I'm just wrong altogether, which I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. It's very possible. If we can close a day above this high, if we can close a day above these wicking prices, I'll do you one better even. Let's be even more generous. Let's close 2 days in a row above this daily closing high. If we can close 2 days in a row above $600 essentially, not 605, but 600. It's a difference of $5, but still. If we can do that 2 days in a row, I'm wrong. We're going higher. There's the low is in. I mean, maybe we go a little bit lower first and then we go higher, but you get what I'm trying to say here. This does kind of look like a head and shoulders pattern almost, with your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder, but the head's too small. It could be a complex head and shoulders, but I don't think it is, and I don't think it'll behave as one. If we do go lower to the areas that I'm expecting that we go to, we draw a, let's go on a weekly time frame here. We draw a low here to a high there. 507's at that 236. That might be where we go. It wouldn't. I don't think that we go lower. I'd be baffled if we went below $500. But I'll be taking out a loan in any way that I can. I'll be getting as much money as I can to put into this thing because I definitely would want to scoop that low. If we get below $500, I'm not kidding. I will take out a loan. I will literally put it all into Bitcoin Cash. Give me a freaking 17% interest rate or 15%, I don't care, or 20%. Give me something crazy. I'll take it and we'll turn it into profits and I'll pay it off immediately, and then we'll have some growth. I don't think anybody should do that, okay? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. But if you were to take out a loan, what you should do, not that you should take out a loan, but if you ever were to take out a loan, let's say you took out a loan for $10,000. You invest $5,000. Or what you do is you calculate how much to pay off a year's worth of that loan on monthly payments. You leave that amount in your account, in a separate account, not your checkings account, not something that bills or month to month stuff will touch, but just in a separate account that's fixed just to your loan. You leave that amount in there to pay off the loan for a year, so you don't have to worry about it. And then in that year, I mean, dude, if in a year Bitcoin Cash is down, we've got bigger things to worry about. we've got some problems, you guys. In a year, this thing should be up dramatically, let alone in a month, it should be up dramatically. But again, not that you should do that. I'm just saying, if you ever take out a loan, you never use the full loan. Does that make sense? You use like, do that in leverage trading too. Not that you should leverage trade, but never leverage your full amount of capital. Leverage part of it and keep the other part there as collateral to protect you and prevent you from getting liquidated. Or at least if you are liquidated, you still have money to come back with. Anyways, I'm way off topic here. I'm talking to the wrong crowd about this stuff, man. $599. Nobody should get a loan. Nobody should leverage trade Bitcoin Cash. Just buy it. You have an opportunity here, right? $598 now. This thing will be worth what Bitcoin... Okay, I don't know what I just did there. We're going to fix that. Sorry. Was there... I don't even know if you guys could see any of that just happened, but all right. If Bitcoin's at $112,000, Bitcoin Cash will inevitably get there. If Bitcoin reaches $500,000, Bitcoin Cash will inevitably get there, right? It might be a step behind because it's been held back. It's been absolutely decimated because of the block wars that happened back in 2017 to 2018. But hey, guess what? We're coming back. We're breaking out of this Mac Daddy consolidation phase, and we're going to see some life. Whenever Bitcoin Cash takes out this high, whenever it does see a higher high cycle after cycle, the probability that every person who's been involved in the crypto space since this time here, or at least even the last cycle, of looking at Bitcoin Cash differently, it goes up tremendously, right? You take out this high, people are going to start to take this thing more seriously, and they should already take it seriously, right? The amount of people, I can't imagine the amount of people that are going to come out once we finally take out the high there and be like, oh wow, the tech really is better. It's like, yeah, you're in it for the tech, huh? No, you're in it for the price. That's what attracted you. But still, they will notice that the tech is better, right? We literally do have the better Bitcoin right here. It just needs to catch up. It needs to catch up in price. $599 right now. If we're looking at this on a short-term basis, and I stopped talking so much. I like to talk when I'm talking about Bitcoin Cash for whatever reason. I've noticed that. Lower lows with the RSI, higher lows in the price, that's bullish. Getting overbought, not getting oversold, that's bullish. Rejecting your oversold zone twice, that's bullish. Staying overbought, that's bullish. MACD is bullish as hell. Building bearish momentum and you're getting higher lows, bullish all the way through. Massive dump, ate it back up, bullish. You look good. You look pretty good. You look like you want to continue higher. I hope you prove me wrong, man. I hope that we do continue and get to close above $600 2 days in a row, because if we do, that'd be pretty spectacular. 4-hour RSI looks like it has some work to do to the upside, and I think it will get there. Bouncing off the overbought zone here on the stochastics, MACD looks good as well. Higher. The calling, I guess, is higher. We got 2 hours left in this 4-hour candle. Let's see if we come down. Everything looks bullish for now. Let me look at the 15-minute time frame and make sure I'm not missing anything. It just all looks so good. It all looks so good. I have a hard time imagining that we close below $600 today. So that's the real trick. Can we close above this daily high here? If we can, things start to look optimistic. If tomorrow closes above there as well, I think at that point we start calling this a low. And at that point, you guys, it's just full go time again, right? I don't care. At that point, I don't care if we do come back down. We're gonna get a higher low. It's inevitable that we go higher. So phenomenal stuff to see here. 6 hours left in the day. Let's see how well it holds up. I do believe that we have absolutely extraordinary price action coming our way for Bitcoin Cash over the coming days and weeks and months. We should be well above $1,600 by the end of October, if not higher. Time will tell. But I got nothing else to say, guys. Just wanted to come on and celebrate that we're up a little bit. I know I was calling for lower prices, so let's actually talk about that if we do go lower, right? If we do go lower, the expectation there would be $507. Oh, we did talk about that. I put the fib on and the 236 was there. If we were to take this low to high here, the golden ratio is also at $507. So 527, 507, something in that area there would make sense. But at this point in time, things are looking pretty damn miraculous. So depending on how the next couple days close, we really might have our low. But I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we came back down, if we did move down going into the FOMC meeting on the 16th and 17th of this month, or maybe we find support just before then. And then afterwards, going into the later parts of this month, that's when we start to break out. That's when we start to move higher. Make no mistake, you guys, when we break out of this range, something's different here, right? Like something's different within this long-term stuff. We go on the monthly time frame, something's different with what we're doing here. We go on the daily time frame, something's different with what we're doing here. We've got a lot of different behavioral things going on that are really setting us up to see some fantastic growth, right? Here, you moved up at a very tenacious pace. Now you're consolidating. You got a horizontal channel, essentially. Bullish, very bullish. And whenever we break out, you're probably going to move at a faster pace than this. We go to the weekly time frame. You've been consolidating in this area since April, March of last year, 2024, right? And you're doing something different. You're moving sideways here, bullish overall, right? And this is what I mean by on the monthly time frame, you're also doing something different. You're not just rejecting down from this area like you have before. You've actually broken out of your lifelong consolidation phase. On the monthly ribbons, we're crossed up to the bullish effect. The real move that's coming, it's going to be so fast, man. It's going to be bigger than anything we've seen this cycle. On a monthly basis, we moved up 168% before. We moved up on this month 127%. This month of September, if not this month of October, or maybe the combination of the two, will be bigger than either of these months altogether. This move is going to be one of the largest moves that Bitcoin Cash has ever seen in its life. And I believe it doesn't stop in October. I believe it doesn't stop in November. It probably doesn't even stop until like January, really. So we've got a fantastic time about us. I would think by the end of the year, we really could be at new all-time highs, if not January. But the reality is, man, we could be at those prices by the end of October. We're dealing with something that's extraordinarily bullish right now. And all we have to do is wait and see what the reaction is going to be. I expect it to be fantastic. Even if all we get is just above last cycle's high, it's still fantastic. It's still monumentous and fundamentally changing to the dynamics of this chart. But you look at it overall, it's like this is just one giant W pattern. So whenever it happens, whenever we get above this price, if you're a traditional chartist, or if you know really basic things about TA, whenever you have this W shape, okay, and you get above the nipple, as I like to call it, the nipple right there, you're your probability of getting above this where the W started, it's very high. So getting above last cycle's high isn't just significant in the fact that now we're getting higher highs cycle after cycle instead of lower highs, but it's significant to the fact that we will absolutely see new all-time highs this cycle. And if Bitcoin Cash, the scam coin, B-Trash, the coin that nobody cares about, we've moved on, man, it was a failed project, that whole thing, all that goes out the window. Because when this thing sees new all-time highs, people are going to start to piece together the same things that we've pieced together all this time, all along, right? Well, if Bitcoin hit $100,000, this thing has the same tokenomics. It's the same exact system, right? It's got a very high hash rate too, and it's very secure. It's not as secure as Bitcoin because it doesn't have the network capacity, but it could if people started using it more. Just the dots connecting of where Bitcoin's been before could be where Bitcoin Cash is going to go in its future. That's going to start connecting for people, and they're going to look at it the same way that we look at it. Oh, you know, maybe some of you out there have bought Bitcoin at prices below $500, below $600. Maybe you're still holding. Maybe you're not. Maybe this is your first cycle and you've just started hearing about Bitcoin Cash. People are going to start to connect the dots that this is a time machine. You're buying Bitcoin now when everybody approves of Bitcoin, when nation states are literally stockpiling crypto, whenever we've got the President of the United States saying that the United States needs to be the crypto capital of the world. Whenever people want, you know, there's people in the Bitcoin community who are saying Bitcoin needs to be more like a peer-to-peer cash-based system and not a store of value. We have all these fundamental reasons for crypto and Bitcoin to be positive, and that light is going to shine on Bitcoin Cash very brightly once we see new all-time highs. Everybody's going to see exactly what we're seeing, and maybe they're starting to now. I don't know. Time will tell. It's going to be fun. These ravings of a madman won't be so mad soon enough. And I theorize another prediction of mine is any YouTube channel that strictly talks about Bitcoin Cash, I'm talking about you, Bitcoin Cash podcast, are probably going to be your comeuppance are coming, man. They're going to be some of the biggest channels, some of the most successful YouTube channels over the coming cycles, man. I really do think that Bitcoin Cash positive channels are going to, because you've got the history, man. You've got the history. You've got the smarts, the education, the conviction, right? You're going to be that person that like, oh, how did you know to invest in this? Well, it's freaking obvious. I don't know, man. I'm just talking right now. I'm buttering the bread too much, but shout out to Bitcoin Cash podcast. I'm really excited to see where this goes. It's going to benefit everybody in the community, in the ecosystem, regardless if you're a content creator, a miner, an investor, a venture capitalist, whatever, whether you're a business accepting Bitcoin Cash, it's going to benefit. If you're a nation state and you hop on this soon enough, if you're in politics somewhere, if you're watching this video and you're in politics and you have the capacity to try and get your government to adopt Bitcoin Cash as a crypto stockpile asset, which probably you shouldn't, we shouldn't really be promoting that, because honestly we want it to be more decentralized. We don't want centralization. Stay away from our crypto governments. We don't need it. But if you were to add this to your crypto stockpile, it's going to outperform Bitcoin. If you want to make your nation state rich, don't buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin Cash and just hold. And then use it, man. Use it. Use it as peer-to-peer cash. That's what it's meant for. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.